Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon. Welcome to Yoga New Mexico, where we focus on empowerment, alignment, and strength. You are in the right place, capable and strong. It is Wednesday. It is time for some yoga education. And today is rabbit pose, Sasangasana. Again, that's blah, 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 because half the time, as majestic as Sanskrit can sound, I think it also sounds like mumbling as well. Anyways, so we're gonna do a rabbit pose. You go ahead and roll out your mat, and I'm going to roll the intro screen. So if you'd like to know how to do rabbit pose, this is the video for you. Now, I really enjoy rabbit because it has a lot of lengthening in your spine, and it's just kind of a cool, almost like bind thing when you grab for your heels. And it's really one of my favorite postures to do, but a lot of folks have trouble either rounding their spine or bringing their forehead to their knees or reaching back and grabbing for their heels. And I really wish I could tell you exactly what to do in rabbit every single time. But if you start to research this pose, then you're going to notice certain things are different, such as, are your knees together? Are your knees separated? Or is the top of your head actually touching the mat? Do you put weight in the top of your head? Do you not put weight in the top of your head? Or, there's all these little things. So what I want to offer you are some things to really think about when exploring this posture. And, I think maybe you should be weary if you ever go to, a yoga teacher or anything, and they tell you this is exactly how the pose should be with these exact things, because one lineage kind of tells you some things and another lineage kind of tells you other things. Well, how about this? Why don't you do what feels best for your body? I think that is the best thing. Oftentimes making a very small adjustment can really change things. Granted, there are some general guidelines to follow, but let's not get into all that. Let's look at rabbit pose. So go ahead and find yourself in your thunderbolt. Here in your thunderbolt, that was a thunderbolt sound, or lightning, because thunder. Anyways, so sitting here in your thunderbolt, there's a few ways to come into this posture. So I'm going to kind of talk about a couple of them. One is, first, just bringing your chin into your chest. It is said that this pose helps to balance your metabolism because it stimulates and helps to kind of balance your thyroid. So that's definitely one of the target areas, is bringing your chin into your chest. Not so much that your neck starts to hurt, but that's a definite part of this posture. Chin into your chest, and then grab for your heels. If you cannot grab for your heels, it is cool. Just, grabbing for wherever you can. So holding right here, legs are together. Again, some people say apart, some people say together. I prefer having legs together. Chin into chest. And then start rounding on down. So from your neck down through the top of your back, the middle of your back, all the way down. So round, 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 coming all the way down, until eventually the top of your forehead touches the top of your knees. So not like up here on your thighs, but really kind of the top part of your knees. So you see there's this flat part of your knees. This is exactly where you want to bring your forehead to. So round, 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 coming all the way down. And this is the base of your rabbit. After this, you want to lift those glutes up off of your heels, so raising your hips up. Again, everybody is in a different place in this posture, and maybe raising your hips up is available to you, maybe it's not. Sometimes there's a little fear thing involved with rabbit where you do this move and you kind of freak out because you have to shift your weight forward. That's a pretty big part of the pose. So shifting your weight forward. And once you have shifted your weight forward, pull on your heels a little bit. But this is something I kind of urge you to go into with caution, is because depending on how you have your shoulders set and depending how your body is and if you've been prone to injuries and everything, be weary of this, because you don't really want to yank on those heels as hard as you can, because this will create some lengthening and some rounding in that spine, which is what you want. But you don't want to sacrifice that at the cost of hurting yourself. So just keep in mind, like, a good solid tug on your heels. Here, and then chin and adjust, forehead to your knees, and gently tugging on those heels. Setting it back down. So that's one way to come in to your rabbit pose. And another way is actually to already be in child's pose. And there's extended arms child's pose, and then there's just like regular child's pose when your hands are back behind you. So coming into your regular child's pose. So you can kind of see how we're already set up almost for rabbit. If you can, grabbing for your heels. If not, grabbing for wherever is comfortable. Then you kind of start the process backwards. Chin up into that throat, forehead to your knees, and then shift that weight forward, lifting those hips up. If you can only lift your hips off of your heels like 1 inch, that's fine. But keep going, keep going, keep going. Keeping that forehead onto your knees. Relaxing on back. So, let's talk about whether or not you have the top of your head on the mat. Now, again, depending on what lineage you go to or what type of style of yoga you take, some people are going to say, rest the top of your skull on the mat. And some are going to say, don't do that. Just have a little bit of space in between. I think the main reason we talk about having the tip of your skull on the mat is because that's an excellent alignment cue. If your chin is into your chest and your forehead is on your knees, then the tip of your skull will be able to just touch and tap, graze, if you will, the top of your mat. Now, really, there should be no weight, though, in the top of your head. So whether you do have the tip of your skull on the mat or you do not, I really don't think it matters. I think what matters is how much weight you're putting into the top of your head. And that should be anywhere from 0 to 2%. Like if 100% was all of your body weight, then really like 0 to 2%. Because you don't want to injure any of those vertebrae in your neck. So that is definitely a no-go. Just keep weight out of the top of your head when you're in rabbit pose. Sasangasana. That is pretty much the whole scoop in rabbit. Again, it's a really great pose for lengthening that spine. So thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. All the usual stuff people say at the end of these videos, right? Like thumbs up, subscribe, comments, all that good stuff. The main thing is if you found this of value and you want to ask me something or you want to share it, do so. And if not, that is cool too. I really appreciate you being here. And remember, you are a magnificent human being. You are in the right place, capable and strong. From my heart to yours, namaste.